It is April 18th. It is chemo day. I'm all hooked in and ready to go. They used the other thing today, so you can kind of see it's all hooked in. Last week I didn't get chemo because my white count was at 0 again, so I got to have a week off, so I'm feeling fantastic this week. Met with the doctor today, and my count is still low, but it was enough that I can get chemo. She said that she wants to start me on some injections through the week that will help my white count come up more often. So I guess I will check in after I've actually had chemo, and we'll see how it goes today. Can't think of anything else to mention right now, so that's where we are.
Okay, so
your hands are washed.
Then alcohol swab. Should I actually
Yeah, make believe.
make believe here? Treat.
There you go. Yeah. You don't really want to do that. There you go.
Yeah, don't blow on in real life.
You're going to be pinching the skin. There you go. Push it in.
I'm gonna actually.
No, it won't push. Yeah. We're not going to eat this orange.
They're medicated. You're gonna eat that orange now?
You could. It's only saline.
Alright. 2-inch surface area.
It's gonna hurt.
Oh, it won't hurt him a bit. You could hold your thing for him, yeah.
Go flash my underpants.
Okay. There we go.
Just for the video, he's already washed his hands.
Oh, I did?
He's gonna pinch.
Alright, let's see.
Oh, we should get your
Too
face.
close to the belly button. There we go.
Yeah, there you go.
Ready?
Yes. Hurry up.
Okay.
Yeah,
if
I do feel
you
the
can.
pinching more.
Oh, okay.
Ow, don't pinch so hard.
Oh, okay, sorry. I thought pinching a lot was good.
He did it. Ta-da!
Chemo went really good today. Let's see. Andrew got to give me the shot that I will be getting 3 times a week. We got a bunch to bring home. They're all pre-filled and ready to go. We have to keep them in the refrigerator. But he is going to be the administrator of the tummy shot from now on. And he gets to do that at least twice a week. I'm supposed to get 3, but I think the 3rd one they'll give me on chemo days, so a nurse will do that. But this is what it looks like. It goes in the fridge, so it's pretty easy, but I just don't want to stick myself. I've had been stuck so many times, I can't bring myself to hit myself with another needle. So yeah, chemo went a lot better. I'm feeling really good. Having a week off was wonderful. My energy is better. The only symptoms I'm really had this last week would be, I've still had the fatigue, but it's only been kind of between mild to moderate. It's been a lot better, so the last week's been great for that. My spirits and just everything else, I'm just feeling kind of rejuvenated having a week off, and I got to go see family and hang out with Andrew and do stuff, and I'm going to the Tulip Festival tomorrow, so it's good. I'm happy, and my spirits are back up, and I'm looking forward to getting this out of the way and moving on to the next aspect of that. The doctor is not sure if I'm going to have to make up that missed treatment yet or not. So other information I was going to give, I was going to kind of, I'm wearing mostly scarves now because my skin has gotten really, really sensitive. And just having a hat on, after a few minutes, it starts to really irritate, usually around the rim. Some of them are worse than others. But I just wear these things underneath the hat at least now. And it kind of almost feels like I have hair now because I can play with this and, put it up and do stuff with it. So it's fun. I was also going to show you, being on chemo, your system isn't working right. Your cells are not rejuvenating faster. So this this surgery they did where they put the port in, it's just now to the point where it's really kind of healed, but still the scar, I mean, it's still very thin, it's still sensitive, you know, right where that port sits, and that could be the port, I'm not really sure. But I wanted to just kind of show you where the healing had, you know, was. It's still, you know, it doesn't look great, but it's definitely better, so. And someone asked me, my sister and her husband, sorry, brain fire, asked me, do they cut it open every time when they access it? And I know I've had some video on here, but I might be unclear. They don't cut it open when you have a port under the skin like this. It is plastic, it's hard, it's really close to the surface, so you can see it through my skin, but when you touch it, it's like, gross. But yeah, they use this needle. So usually I have to put cream on it beforehand to kind of numb it up, because I'm sensitive. I'm such a sissy. But then I can also give you like a shot of lidocaine in the area to make it even more numb, which I haven't had to have lately, which was good. But this is how they access it with this thing. So this is where they will screw in they take this thing off. This is my, you know, demo one, so this will never go in me. They screw this off and they screw your line from your fluids and your, you know, all your other meds go into this thing. And this thing goes into you. This will, you know, stop the flow when they click it shut. So we'll do that. This is the protector, and this is the needle. I hope you can see that sucker, because that thing is huge. I don't like it, but it's a lot better than getting stuck in the arm every time you go in. It really is. It was really worth it getting this, even though there was some information and some risks that can come up with these things. I don't remember what, they have to like flick the plastic off here and stuff. When they get it out, it's kind of a process to get it out, because they gotta pop it and then it kind of sheathes itself when they take it out, because that's a big needle. But yeah, it was worth getting the port access in. Last week when I went in to have my blood draw, it didn't want to work. I guess once you've had it in for a while, it starts to, your body starts to kind of protect itself from it, so it starts to kind of build up myelin or like connective tissue around the port that's like in your vein. So they had to fill it with this enzyme, and just enough to sit in the port, because they didn't want it, it's really, really corrosive and eats that tissue away, so they didn't want to get it in the bloodstream. So when I had this thing, you know, plugged in, they'd fill it with that enzyme, and then they put this giant tag on it that was like, do not flush, you know, pull blood out at this time, because it had to sit there for 45 minutes or more, and they had to make sure that when I got it de-accessed or used, that they took the enzyme out before flushing it and, you know, hooking up therapy. So let's see. Oh, my eyebrows and my eyelashes are starting to fall out now, which is a real bummer. Which is funny, because my hair is trying to come back, so I've got all this like peach fuzz and stubble coming on my head, and like the armpit hair and the leg hair is starting to come back a little, but I'm losing my eyebrows and my eyelashes, so I don't know what the deal. So I have to draw them on now, so you can see, I put them on earlier today, so, you know, they're a little faded, but I was going to show you how bad it is. But I gotta take this off, because it's kind of funny, honestly. If I get it all off, did I get it all? Oh, it's still in there a little. But it's like, I've got, like, a gap. There's still a little bit here, but this whole side is pretty much gone. Oh, and I got good eyeline stuff, so it doesn't come off as easy. But I don't know if you can see how it's like, you know, there's hair there, and then there's a gap, and then there's a little bit there, and then on this side this is all eyeliner, like liner. This just right here is a little bit of hair here, so it looks funny. I'm really bummed my eyelashes are falling out, but oh well, they said that was probably going to happen. It hadn't happened so far, so I was thinking maybe it wouldn't, so what can you do? Yeah, I've mentioned before that I have to leave the house with a kit, and I think I showed this to you guys day one. This is the cancer bag they gave me, my first treatment. There was a bunch of goodies in it that was really useful, and I've kind of added stuff to it that if you ever go out with me, make sure I have everything that's supposed to be in here. And if you are a cancer patient or someone with a compromised immune system, this would be a good idea to have all this stuff, you know, carried around with you. So I have gloves in here, so, you know, when you're out in public, you really have to be careful. what you touch. And I'm really bad about touching things. Like, I want to put my hands on everything. I'm very, very tactile. I just want to touch everything. And I have a really bad habit of sticking things in my mouth. Well, don't let me do that. Andrew's always like, don't do that. Don't put that in your mouth. I've got tissue because, like, the nosebleeds have been a lot better. The naturopath put me on vitamin K, and I really think that's helped because they've been less frequent and less severe, but I'm still getting them occasionally. And just with the chemo, you get sick a lot, and you just get a lot of drainage because you don't have like nose hairs anymore, or not as many. So part of your body's attempt, that looks so weird, part of your body trying to protect itself, you drain a lot. So tissue is good. You can get these at the hospital, so like if I'm out in public or people say they're sick or they just got over being sick, wear one. I get sick so easy now. I just, within 20 feet of somebody who had something a week ago and I catch it, so it's good to carry a few of these around. These are those things, you put like this. That has got to be in there. I've got notepads in here and some doctor's information, of course, because people are always asking. I should have a list in here of the medication I am taking, plus all the supplements, because, if something goes wrong, like the day I had the paramedics called, they needed to know what I was on, to know what they could give me, so should have a list of that. I should have done that, and I didn't, so I gotta put that in there. I have eye drops, because you'll get, my eyes start to burn, sting, and occasionally water, so eye drops are good, and that's a side effect of chemo. Mints are good, mints and or gum, because you get the dry mouth, and it helps to prevent mouth sores, depending on what kind of mints and stuff you have, so look into that. I've got a number of my meds in here that I have to have on me. The most important ones are the Benadryl, just in case I have an allergy kick in for God knows what reason, and the anti-nausea meds, because those kick in periodically as well. I also have a marijuana tincture, liquid drops. I must have taken it out, but it's supposed to be in here. Because that's really, some days, the only thing that will really get the nausea, and like when I'm having really bad nausea and really bad body aches, not the bone pain, but the body aches, at the same time, the only thing that gets on top of it and stops it for a few hours is the marijuana. And people told me for this from day one, and it took me a long time to finally give in and try it, but it really, honest to God, is the only thing that has 100% stop it dead in its tracks, and I will feel great for a few hours, and I'll be able to eat, and I usually gorge myself every time. So yes, I have that. A thermometer, because you have to check your temperature constantly, because if your temperature gets over 100.5 is when I'm supposed to call in. Chapstick, because again, mouth sores. This one's a big one. You've got to have hand sanitizer. I have to have hand sanitizer. And if you're out with me, remind me to use it because I don't remember. But it's important, and I should be using it. I probably wouldn't be so sick all the time if I would use that. These are good too when you're just having the ginger chews. So when you're just having some mild nausea that's just kind of annoying, you can just pop one of those, and that usually will help too. That's why I love the ginger ale. It's great. I have lotion because the chemo makes your skin really dry. It just dries you out all over the place. I also I got a humidifier I'm borrowing from Andrew's brother and his long-term girlfriend. So thank you for that, by the way. That's made a difference with the nosebleeds too, and just some of the really bad dryness stuff. So oh yeah, and I have my more meds, emergency inhaler. What else is in here? There's some other stuff in here that's not real important, but I have Neosporin just in case. Like I said, I'm very textile, and I'm constantly getting like little nicks and cuts, so I've got like some alcohol wipes and Neosporin. And I probably should have a Band-Aid or two in there just so I can cover it up. See? That's what I'm thinking now. Clearly the chemo brain's gotten a little better, and I honestly have to credit that to the naturopath, because it was about maybe a week after I started all the stuff he gave me, the supplements and stuff, and I really, honest to God, noticed the difference with the neuropathy, and the chemo brain has been better. So I was getting to the point where I couldn't function. I still have, bad days, and usually the day I get chemo, I'm not real with it, but today's been a good day, like all the way around, so I really can't complain. I'm super happy and feeling good. And, spirits are back up, more confidence, and so yeah, now I have 6 left, unless I have to make up, right, 6? Yeah, I have 6 left, unless I have to make up the one I skipped. Then I might have 7 weeks, and I'll be done. So, see the light at the end of the tunnel. It's very happy. I think that's it. That's where we are today. Thank you so much again, from the bottom of my heart, to everybody who has, prayers, positive thoughts, words of encouragement I've received, monetary support I've received, just food I've received, just everything. I just cannot ever repay all the generosity and love and support I've gotten from everyone. It is just absolutely phenomenal, and I thank you from the very bottom of my heart. More pending.